Welcome to this week's Eat Fit webinar. I'm Tiffany Brown, the owner of Fit4life. Please visit the website www.tiffanysfit4life.com. Also, like this video, comment on it, share it, all that good stuff. That's always appreciated. The focus of this week's webinar is what you say to yourself is important. Okay, what you say to yourself is important. Oftentimes clients will come to me and they'll say, I had a bad experience and that set me off on a binge, or something was said to me and that is why I did X, Y, and Z, or I didn't go to the gym, or those kinds of things. And I think when you stop and you look at this logically, you realize that these are just rationalizations. But I think we don't oftentimes engage in any kind of self-talk to stop ourselves when this begins to occur. I'm upset. Therefore, when I'm upset, I overeat. Okay, that's what's presented to me a lot of times. And that chain of behavior has to be interrupted. If you know that you're vulnerable when you're upset, if you know that when you're upset, you tend to do things that are out of your character, whether it's, drink too much, eat too much, gamble, whatever it is, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to long-term say, I will self-medicate or I will engage in behavior that I know is not healthy for me as a result of something that's happened. I want you to say this isn't an acceptable response to this situation. This is not going to be how I behave because of how I feel. This is not going to be how I behave just because of how I feel. Okay, what else can I do? Because if you continue to say to yourself, well, I got upset, so I ate, or I got upset, so I didn't go to the gym, or I just got too busy because I didn't plan, I didn't prepare, and I stayed up too late watching my favorite reality TV show and X, Y, and Z, then the behaviors never change. But if you slow things down and you look at things critically, you say to yourself, you know what, let me be honest about this. I noticed my behavior is this. The next time I get upset, my plan is to have a list of things I'm going to do instead of eating. I'm going to call my girlfriend. We're going to hash this out. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to take a bubble bath. I'm going to go to the gym to work off some of the stress. I'll delay the favorite food that I want to eat in response. Give myself 30 minutes to an hour and see if I still want it. I will do something else. Instead of having a half a gallon of ice cream, I'll have some Cool Whip and some fruits. That's called a lateral, fruit. That's called a lateral shift. You make a list, and this is your toolkit, okay, of things that you can do instead when you get upset. This is really critical. This is that whole part of the emotional eating, or responding to emotionality by not doing some of the things you know you need to do for yourself. And it's finding alternate options, alternate activities that you can do when you get emotional. Instead of just thinking somehow everybody else does it with willpower. It's not that. It's what do you say to yourself about your behavior and what's acceptable and what's not. And so it's really important at this juncture that we start looking at what can you do when you hit that place where you're emotional, or you don't feel like doing something, or you're tired. How can you make your way through that without your old vices or crutches? Okay, what you say to yourself is important. All right, until next time, eat fit.